Good morning, my dear students. Today's topic is group discussion. It is one of the criteria in recruitment drive. Most all the students of higher education strive to get placement, so they should be aware of all the nuances of recruitment. So there are multiple levels, so students should be known all the elements of recruitment. So group discussion is one of them, where students will take part and they should succeed in all the levels. So in this from this video, the following points are going to be discussed. What is group discussion and how to get ready for that, and what will be the expectation from each participant or candidate, what are the do's and don'ts in group discussion, and tips for two participants, and some of the sample topics will be given at the end of the video. So what is group discussion? It is seen as a technique as well as art, because if you analyze scientifically, you can see some of the rules and regulations followed, and if you see from the perspective of art, there will be some elements like how to enjoy, how to succeed in group discussion, how to apply your soft skills. In that way, it is considered as art. It's a comprehensive tool to see whether a candidate is suitable for the job. Group discussion is one of many criteria, many levels of recruitment. So through group discussion also, the employers find the candidate's suitability, and also it helps to assess the candidate's personality, what kind of person he is, his attitude part, and the abilities of the candidates through the group discussion, the way he attempts and takes part in the group discussion. And in group discussion, the number of members will be 8 to 12, and they express their views freely, frankly, in a friendly manner on the topic given for the discussion. So it will happen, the group discussion will happen within 10 to 15 minutes. And how to get ready for that group discussion? So before the group discussion takes place, the topic will have been given by the panelists or the employers or HR persons. A few minutes before, the candidates get the topic, and they have to plan well ahead, or they can prepare also with a piece of paper. They can jot down some notes about the topic, whatever they know, they can jot down and get ready for that. And what is needed? So the candidate should have knowledge of the current affairs, and they should be confident to present their ideas. They should have a communication skills. Good communication skill helps candidates succeed in group discussion. And power of speech, the power over the language, the mastery over the language. And presentation skills, how do you present your ideas, how do you put forth your ideas, or your perception is also seen through your presentation, whether you are positive or negative, or attitude. And body language and personal appearance through this. And you should know about body language, how people read your gestures, and how do you appear. You have to take care of your turnout, the way you dress, the way you comb your hair, everything should be taken care. And being calm and cool, you should not be tensed. So you should follow the famous slogan, all is well. You should not worry about the result. The candidates should maintain calmness so that their presentation will be good. This is all about getting ready. And extensive knowledge base related to state, country, and globe. So, through current affairs, the candidate should know about what is happening in the state, country, and the entire world, because the topic can be anything, and knowledge about the areas like politics, sports, science, trade, commerce, industry and technology, etc. About all these things, vast knowledge a candidate should have. And analysis of the social and economical issues, what is going on at present, because the topic mostly cover up what is going on at present in the state or country or the globe. And listening skills, the participants or candidates should have a good listening skill also. People should be aware of and apply their listening skills, and they should be known about cooperation, teamwork, how to co-adjust with the people. So the employers or the panelists will be expecting the following things from the candidates. They expect that the candidate should have a good general knowledge, good academic stuff, sound knowledge on the subject, language skills, the mastery over the language, and communication skills like LS or W, all four skills, and all the four skills you must be good at. Not only speaking, talk, listening, reading or writing. Leadership skills. So, a lot of qualities are there for a leader. So they'll be expecting the manifestation of these qualities from each candidate. People handling skills. To work with people, you should know how to handle people, whether a senior or junior, or maybe a boss or leader and your subordinates. You have to work with all these people. You should know how to handle people. And teamwork, almost same. So you have to know what is do's and don'ts. So what you are supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do. Let us see a few points about do's in group discussion. Once a topic is given, your discussion or your presentation should be very much related to the topic. The appropriateness is very important. And when you present, don't try to copy others' points, make your own original points. Once you know the topic, you will get some time, people will be writing their points. It may happen to discuss with people, which should be avoided, because what you are presenting should be very much your original. And you can support your original ideas by the substantial reasoning, justifications. Listen to other participants actively and carefully so that the flow will not be missed. You can give the right point at the right time. Otherwise, your points will be very much irrelevant. Make your accurate statements. Don't give absurd ideas. Your statements should be very correct and accurate, with the justifications or some facts, some numbers. You maintain your speech modulation through the volume, pitch, and tone. You have to see the appropriateness of your modulation, not with high pitch or low pitch, average. Consider the feelings of others. We have to take care of others' feelings. When somebody is angry, you don't need to respond to that, and you also should not instigate others' ego or anger. Try to get your own turn. You don't need to be passive participant. When you have your ideas and when you get the right opportunity, you should make use of it. And you have to be very active through your dynamic participation, through listening, through presentation. Talk with confidence, with self assurance. There are some of the don'ts which you have to remember and definitely follow. You don't need to be shy or nervous, and no need to be isolated. In the sense, your points should be very much relevant to the discussion. Otherwise, you may be seemed to be an isolated person, interrupting another participant before his arguments are over. You have to wait when somebody is talking. Remember that at a time only one should talk in group discussion. Overlapping is a bad idea and bad attitude also. You should not interrupt somebody when somebody is talking. You should not change your opinions. Before the group discussion starts, you should have concluded your points, whether you are going with for or against the topic given. Once you started with the idea of for, in between you should not change your idea and talk something about against. You have to stick on to the side. You should not make fun of any participant, even if his or her arguments are so funny. It will hurt their feelings. You should not engage yourself in a small size of group conversation. Means that you have to maintain your eye contact with all the rest of the participants. You should not talk to only one or two in the whole group, which means that you have a subgroup conversation. You should not repeat and use irrelevant ideas. Once you stated, go to the next point. Otherwise, people understand that you do not know extra points. Therefore, you are repeating or adding some irrelevant ideas. When you start your discussion very first time, you have to address yourself to the examiner or the panelists. You can introduce yourself to the group also. Once you made a mistake in your language, you should not worry about that. Don't try to correct it, because idea is important than the language. Some of the tips to the people who are going to take part in the group discussion: participants should be very assertive, because an assertive person is very direct. He'll be very honest and careful about not hurting others' self-respect. And you have to be a patient listener. Listening skill is very important to talk coherently in a group discussion. Otherwise, you will be stating only your points, which may not be relevant to the context. And if you are listening to another person, means that you are showing appreciation, and you can use the right language, because your language will make friends and give you the right result, best result. And the participant can be analytical and fact oriented. When you are stating a point through your justification, you can support your facts and analyzed logically. If any member of the group criticizes or disapproves a point, you should not react immediately. It shows that you're short tempered. You can accept others' criticism. No need to show your anger. You have to maximize your participation. You have to show your ability, because it is the right place to get evaluated all your qualities. You have to accept the contradictory view in the group discussion, because each one's point of view will be very different. You cannot say what is correct. You have to, the participant can share the facts or cases or numbers or newspaper publications to support your argument. The participant should express your ideas without hurting others, which we have already seen in the do's. Don't try to bluff. Participants who are going to take part can have rehearsal with friends on different topics. The experience will help you to add the right points, do's, and avoid don'ts. The participant should remember speech is a powerful weapon. Some of the sample topics, the latest topics are given here. Linking of Aadhaar, was making Aadhaar mandatory a good idea? Something about election, EVMs versus paper ballots, which one is better to use? Impact of technology on jobs, about the latest issue, coronavirus, and Chandrayaan 2, a failed mission or a stepping stone for future glory. The candidates or the students of engineering streams can think about different topics which are well talked in the world or in the country or in the state to get ready for group discussion. Best of luck. Thank you.